Greetings, everyone. MK Mueller here, the author of 8 to Great. And we're so grateful to all of you for being here and to all of you who are subscribing, all of you who are making comments so that we can do better and know what you want to hear us talk about. Because what we're doing is we're taking the 8 to Great book, yes, available on Amazon, taking the 8 to Great book and breaking it into bite-sized pieces. So we have over 4,000 certified trainers teaching 8 to Great around the world. And so this again is to help support them and all of their students in learning this incredible process. The process that I was able to hear. I always say I was given this book. I didn't write it as much as I downloaded it. And now I get to share the wisdom of this book, which is based on the wisdom of the ages. Sharing this wisdom with all of you. It's wonderful to be here. So today we're going to talk about a big one, and that's worry, which we all do, but some of us are really wanting to do it less. So I am going to tell you, I used to be a marathon worrier, and not realizing how it was draining me, I didn't ever do anything about it until one day I realized, oh my gosh, I'm tired all the time and I'm worried all the time. I wonder if those two are connected. Surely they are. Think about it. We've talked about this on other YouTube videos with this 8 to Great channel, and we know this is the power pyramid and that we wake up at 100% powerful. If you had a decent night's sleep, you wake up powerful, energized, positive, ready to go, right? But then you can do this thing that gives your power away, and that is choose thoughts that don't feel good. And worry is a good example. It drains us when we worry. We know that. If you sit around all day worried about something, worried about the bills, worried about the weather, worried about, okay? We know what that kind of day feels like. It feels awful. So how can you turn that around and choose thoughts that feel good or feel better? We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But we really need to understand that worry is like draining your bank account of hundreds or thousands of dollars every day. And you don't have to do that. You can stop that. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to stop it immediately. How to stop worry now. I love what Mark Twain said about worry. My life has been a series of endless crises, most of which never happened. Can we relate? Yes. We worried about something, oh my gosh, spent all that time, all that energy, and everything turned out fine. Actually, didn't all of your everythings turn out fine? You're sitting here watching this video right now. You've got eyesight and hearing, and you're doing pretty well. You've got a device for watching this video. So actually, you did survive that thing that looked like it was going to threaten your very existence. Another quote I love about worry is, the person who worries is always in worse shape than the one they worry about. How can that be? Let's take Jonathan. Jonathan is without a job. And Jonathan's mother is worried all week long. Oh my gosh, Jonathan lost his job. I wonder how he's doing. Oh my gosh, he's probably very depressed. Oh my gosh, what if he doesn't get another job? Oh my gosh, I'll have to find another place to live. Okay, now we can say, oh, well, I'm a mom, I have to worry. That's just a story we tell ourselves. Oh, I'm a mom, I have to drain thousands of dollars out of my bank account every day. That's what we're saying. We only have so much energy, guys. We have about 100,000 thoughts a day. Round number, 100,000. Now, if 80,000 of our thoughts don't feel good, if we're worried 80% of the time, that's only 20% left for thoughts that feel good, like joy and gratitude and, just savoring life. Wow. I don't want to be at a 20 on the power pyramid because that means I feel 20% powerful, or basically only powerless, right? Now, we're never powerless, but we can certainly feel powerless. Well, if 5% more of that is about regret about the past, now we're down to 15% to feel good. Oh no, okay, now you get the idea? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you 3 words for turning that around, for turning worry around and having this huge aha. So again, the first thing we have to do is recognize when we're worrying and replace the worry thought. Here's the reality. The brain cannot tell the difference between a thought and a reality. You've seen people in the middle of nightmares, right? Maybe just on a movie, but you've seen this. Oh my gosh, they're sweating, they're, running around, their heart's beating. Wait a minute, it's not really happening. The imagination is so strong that if we imagine something happening, then the brain believes it's happening. Now, we're going to use other videos to talk about how we can really use that to have more miracles in our life. But we need to know, worry is focusing on things we don't want. And unfortunately, that's when we get even more of them. What's going to happen if you sit around all week worried about bills? You're not going to be more productive. And you're going to be getting more bills, maybe for a doctor's appointment, because of all that energy drain that went on because of your worry. Okay? So how can we turn around worry? Again, it's one thought at a time. We can go from a thought that doesn't feel good to a thought that does feel good. But again, first of all, you have to catch it. You have to recognize it. And then replace it. So when you walked into that room you're in, you had something you could be grateful for. Yes, yes. And when you walked into that same room, you had something you could worry about. We always have that choice. But the toughest thing I found in my own recovery from being a constant worrier was recognizing it. Sometimes I'd be driving along, maybe I'm taking a half-hour trip, and for 15 minutes, I'd go into worry about this thing. And oh my gosh, what if that happens? What if? Again, not solving the problem in any way, simply ruminating and worrying. Okay, so by the time I get to my destination, I'm just all tense and frustrated. And again, low energy because I've drained it all out with worry. When I started to become aware of how much I was worrying, I said, oh, okay, so I'll catch it next time. Well, I might not catch it till 10 minutes in. In other words, the hardest part of this process is catching yourself worrying because we've done it so often. It feels like it's natural, but it's really not. It's really a bad habit of draining our energy by focusing on worry thoughts that don't do any good, and they definitely don't feel good. Okay, so I told you I'd give you 3 words that would change things around, and it's right in the title of this video. Now, instead of, oh, this is a new opportunity to worry, this is a new opportunity for wonder. So when we catch ourselves worrying, first of all, we can be grateful we caught ourselves worrying. Now look what happened. Look what happened just in that moment. Here you are worrying, but instead of continuing to worry for the next 15 minutes, you catch yourself and you go, oh, look, I'm worrying. Oh, yay, I caught myself worrying. Well, guess what? That gratitude, that yay, is a thought that feels good. It's going to pull you back up. Because remember, what goes around comes around, right? And if you want to hang out with people who are joyful, guess what? You got to be joyful. You want to hang around with 95ers, you got to be a 95er. So what we want to do is choose 95% of our thoughts feeling good, and that means catching ourselves worrying. And as soon as you catch yourself worrying, again, take a moment to be grateful. Oh my gosh, I caught myself, yay! Whether it was 10 minutes or 5 minutes or however long it was. And that's what happened for me. I went from 15 minutes down to 10, down to 5, and pretty soon I was able to catch myself worrying in about 30 seconds. That's probably what I'm at right now. I can give myself a good 30-second worry if I'm not careful. But then I go, oh, I'm worrying. Sure grateful I caught that. And then I move on to what else is wonderful. I just planted a tree in my front yard, and I love palm trees, and I certainly never thought I would say I just planted a palm tree in my front yard, but that's what I did. And if I ever need something to wonder at, I just go out and see Gladys. That's her name. Gladys, my palm tree. She makes me glad. But again, we can become like little children and just be in awe and wonder and noticing, right? Lighting a candle. A friend just gave me a beautiful candle. I light the candle. It's a wonderful smell, right? I can be in awe and wonder at a delicious meal that was prepared. I can be in awe and wonder at the sunrise, the sunset, ooh, the song of birds. I was just talking with someone yesterday and I said, what's something you're grateful for? And she goes, oh, bird songs. On my walk, I just love to listen to the bird songs, and now I'm starting to get better at recognizing which is which. There's so much to be in wonder at. So by simply catching ourselves worrying and turning around into wonder, how simple, right? How simple. And how powerful. That's your challenge from me today, is catch yourself worrying and notice at the end of the day and feel good that you caught yourself worrying a couple of times. You didn't give your power away. You didn't let your thoughts, believe in the reality of the awfulness. You didn't say, I'm going to give all my energy away to something that doesn't help anyone anyway. It's amazing. And I'm going to remind you that when worry comes knocking, as it will, just don't answer the door. Just go find something wonderful to wonder about. Again, thank you for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, you can hit that button now. And we have a newsletter you can sign up for at the 8togreat.com website, or my MK Mueller website. Again, we do talks around the area if you're looking for a speaker. We'd love to just connect with you any way possible. Thanks again. Till next time.